Let's go to our other correspondent in Beirut, Leila Molana-Allen. Leila, thank you so much for speaking to us. I mean, I know that you are right in the thick of it, and you have been, your building has been severely damaged. Just tell us exactly what happened when that explosion went off.
Yeah, so I was indoors and we heard I was actually looking into, there'd been a fire at the port and we could hear ambulances going towards it, and I was trying to figure out what had happened. And we heard a jet fly very, very low over our house. I live in a block building, and so we came out to look at what was happening into the main hallway, and at that moment the entire apartment exploded. There was a blinding white flash, very hot, lots of dust, and sort of cleared a few minutes later, and all the windows gone, everything in the apartment is gone. So the doors have exploded, as have the shutters and the windows, ripped off their hinges, ripped apart. We managed to get out. We're okay. There are some injuries, but in my local area so far, that seems to be it. There don't seem to be too many fatalities, but I'm so sorry. There are just some people speaking to me actually out on the street right now outside my apartment with multiple wounded people. We're currently trying to patch each other up, getting hold of medical kits, and trying to figure out what happened, whether it's best to stay here, whether it's best to go somewhere else. The phone lines on the internet have been down, so we're just trying to figure out where to go at the moment. Lots of people are concerned about going to the hospital because, of course, there are a lot of COVID-19 cases here at the moment, and also whether the capacity is there for them to be able to take us in. But all the buildings in my area damaged, and everything that I can see all the way down to the port, because I live a few blocks away, all those buildings completely blown apart, in terms of not the building structure themselves, but the windows and anything wooden and metal has been blown off.
Well, don't stay with us and just hang up if you feel at any stage that it would be safest for you to do so. But let me just put another question to you. This theory we've heard, again, we heard it from your colleague, Sharbel Aboud there, our colleague, I should say, about an explosion on a container containing fireworks. I mean, would a firework container, I mean, people saying that could really cause this kind of damage?
The explosion was enormous. We saw the cloud go all the way up. It's difficult to know. I mean, obviously, you're down there at the port. There's also fuel. Lots of rumours going around at the moment that perhaps it was an explosion of this fireworks container or indeed a fuel container, but whether or not there might have been a missile that hit one of those. It's certain that that aircraft did fly across. I heard it, multiple people that I've spoken to here saw it, but there are, of course, aircraft both from the Lebanese armed forces and sometimes Israeli aircraft flying over Beirut. That doesn't necessarily mean that it was linked. So at the moment, multiple theories going around. As I say, I have not been able to get down to the port, of course, because I'm currently where I am trying to deal with the injuries. But I suppose we'll have to wait and see until they're able to actually get some evidence out to see whether it was indeed fireworks or something more sinister.
Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Leila Molana-Allen, please stay safe. And what a shocking scene and what a shocking turn of events there in the Lebanese capital. We're going to leave you with these images. We'll be back in 10 minutes with the latest. Stay tuned.